Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to the daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings. And on this Cricket Happening show, I will have to start with the news that India have already won the series against England. So they have shut the door on England as far as this Paytm Test series is concerned, as India went on. Probably one was a bit surprised, but India won by an innings and 36 runs, and it was truly a very well deserved victory for India. And what a way it came, winning by an innings and 36 runs, and it was a total demolition by Ravichandran Ashwin. What a bowler he is turning out to be. He's really, and that was it. It was very quick work, did not take much time at all, resuming at the overnight score of 182 for 6. It was Josh Butler coming and joining the other player. It was I think it was Jonathan Bairstow in the middle, but well, for India things started happening pretty quickly, as first it was Jonathan Bairstow was the first one. It was a carom ball from Ashwin, which Bairstow could not pick up, and that was a big wicket. He was LBW ball Ashwin for 51 with two boundaries, made it 185 for 7. And after that, it was the turn of Chris Wokes to actually miss a ball from Ravichandran Ashwin. It was a perfect off-break delivery which pitched in and turned between the bat and pad gap of Chris Wokes to hit the bail. So he was gone for naught. After that, Adil Rashid was the next victim. He tried to play an airy stroke. Rahul picked up the catch with the bowling of Ashwin for 2, and it left Josh Butler not out on 6, and Anderson was the final victim, as he was caught by Umesh Yadav of the bowling of Ashwin. And while Anderson was going, Anderson the other day made a statement that probably India's captain Virat Kohli is doing well because of the Indian pitches, and that is where probably it had riled up the Indian team probably, and Anderson definitely had to face a bit of music here, because Ravichandran Ashwin probably didn't do in any aggressive manner, but he actually told him in a friendly manner something, and there was a bit of a, not a confrontation, but a bit of needle when the England's innings came to an end, as Ashwin probably told him about that particular incident, or particularly about the statement that Anderson made. And Anderson was gone for 2, 195 all out. It was all the wickets were taken by Ravichandran Ashwin. Butler had no chance. He was left not out on 6, and the England had to settle for a defeat here. And one was only surprised that they were given an innings defeat here. So innings and 36 runs, and thus India taking the Test series now. With one more to go, so they lead the Test series now 3-0, with the first one being a drawn test. And as far as the bowling is concerned, look at that man Ravichandran Ashwin, what he has been doing. 20.3 overs, 3 maidens, 55 runs and 6 wickets. As far as Ravichandran Ashwin is concerned, well, I just want to doff my hat to him. As far as Ashwin is concerned, this is he's going on towards a great record, I can say. This was his 7th 10-wicket haul for Ravichandran Ashwin, and there is only one bowler who has got more than 7 10-wicket hauls, and his name is the current coach, I would say, Anil Kumble. So Anil Kumble is the one who had 8 scalps in his career, and now Ravichandran Ashwin has 7 10-wicket hauls, and Ashwin has played 43 tests to get 7 10-wicket hauls in his career, and there are only two bowlers who have actually done it so quickly. Sydney Barnes got 7 10-wicket hauls in 27 tests. Clary Grimmett got it in 37 tests. Ravichandran Ashwin is the third one in the list now who has got it in 43 tests, and after that comes the great Australian pace bowler Dennis Lillee. And also one more record is what Ashwin would be gunning for now, and that would be the record of 5 wicket hauls. I mean, he is there everywhere, Ravichandran Ashwin. And as far as the 5 wicket haul goes, there are only 2 bowlers who have actually picked up 15 5 wicket hauls in test matches, and that was Marshall in 1984 and Muralitharan of Sri Lanka in 2000. Malcolm Marshall is no more, as you know, is the late West Indian fantastic pace bowler who passed away at a young age. 1984 he did that. Muralitharan did it in 2006. They had 9 5 wicket hauls in one calendar year, and Muralitharan has done it twice actually. Is just one short of the record by any bowler in a calendar year, because it is basically he's also going towards sort of a record as far as 5 wicket hauls are concerned. So that is something that Ashwin can be really proud of. There is no doubt about it. And as I said, Ashwin was the man who really turned it on for India, and Ashwin picked up a 12 wicket bag in this India's innings defeat of England. Let's have a look at his bowling figures. 20.3 overs, 3 maidens, 55 runs and 6 wickets. And the other wickets, 2 wickets for 63 for Ravindra Jadeja, 1 for 11 for Kumar, 1 for 39 for Jayant Yadav. India now lead the 5-match series 3-0, and Virat Kohli was named man of the match. And also let me share something very important as far as India is concerned. The last time that India had an unbeaten victory run was in the year, it happened between September 1985 to March 1987. India were always victorious in whatever series they played. Now this run has once again started. It started in the year August 2015, and now India are truly, they have equaled the, when in September 1985 that happened, they were unbeaten for 17 test matches. And here, this is their 17th consecutive test in which India have remained unbeaten. And now, if they win the 5th test match, then India would have broken that record, and that would be a new record which would be set as far as an unbeaten run of victories were concerned. Consecutive victories, one could say, unbeaten run of victories in the year. So 17 consecutive tests in which India have remained unbeaten, and that's quite an achievement according to me. So that is something that India would be eyeing now in the next test match against England, by trying to seal the series 4-0. They'll be trying that. So as I said, India have shut the door on England as far as this particular test series is concerned now. Well, as far as this, I'm not going to look into that particular test match now. We'll look at some cricket news that's making, but as I said, it was very quick work. The match was over pretty quickly. In one session, the first session itself, everything was done and dusted. 23 runs were added, and England were totally folded up by India. Now let's have a look at some other cricket news. Now this news is coming in from South Africa. As you know, AB de Villiers was not a part of the South African squad when South Africa gave the drubbing to Australia, as you would remember, in the one-day internationals and then the test matches too. But here the news comes in that de Villiers still is carrying that injury, and de Villiers has decided that he won't be a part of the 3-match test series against Sri Lanka, and he has decided to step down as captain. So Faf du Plessis will continue as the South African captain. The other news that is coming in is that there will be a day-night test match in the Ashes series at the Adelaide Oval. I mean, it is known that it's going to be between Australia and England. So that is something, the cricket news here. Other than that, dear friends and subscribers, there's nothing to really talk about. As I said, it's a very, very brief cricket show. Hope you liked it. And I'll be there with my next cricket show tomorrow. Till such time that happens, this is your host Ram saying good night.